this partnership, 38 of 61. But a wicket at this stage, and that of Rahmat really will help Bangladesh to tighten the screws.
May see all of the varieties here from Mustafizer. Will he be going to the cutters? Will he maybe consider coming around the wicket?
Since they're a combination of left hand, right hand in the middle, I wouldn't mind him going round to the left-hander. I think he's sticking to round the wicket to the left-hander. And also the fact that he has this ability to bowl the slower deliveries and the cutters. Not a bad option at all, especially on this kind of a surface. Because you've seen the spinners getting out the ball to grip and turn. Not a bad idea to look to bowl the cutters.
Yeah, certainly pace off. I know that time it was pace on, but pace off from the spinners is making it much harder to score, and Hashmatullah is just finding it difficult to rotate, finding it difficult to pick up the singles.
I don't know whether we have dew out there, but in a night batting effort, at times the pitch freshens up because of dew, and so the ball comes onto the bat quite nicely. I think change of pace is the way to go as far as Mustafiz is. He had no time to react. It was an absolute smash.
Well, this is one of the sub-fielders, isn't it, Attar? This is Zakir Hassan who's come on, body on the line. You talk about putting it all on the line for your country. That's exactly what Zakir Hassan has done. Remember, Bangladesh have 15 in the squad here. Mushfiqur Rahim already has a fractured finger.
Oh, that will hurt him, and I hope he's okay.
Should have been taken by the mid-off fielder, actually.
I'm not sure I can remember. Ramiz, have you seen a ball hit harder than that?
I mean, thank God he's still breathing, because he didn't have time to react. We're told that there's no dew around, so that's good news, actually, in a way. It's a dry outfield and dry surface.
Yeah, I was down there with Rashid Khan for the flash interview at the interval. I stayed down to go and have a look at the field, and just before the players came back out, I felt absolutely no dew. That's why we're seeing the grip on the surface. Well, miraculous recovery. Great credit to Zakir Hassan.
Yeah, Zakir, the Iron Man. Yeah, I mean, he survives a scare because it fell from a distance that he was done. And the ricochet, the ball just ballooned up in the air and almost went to the long-on fence. Brave young kid. You want such lads in your dugout out there on the field.
Yeah, he's tough. He's tough. He's just shown what he's about. Took a real full blow on the knee, and he stands up after getting the magic spray. He's back on his feet. Really good.
Lovely to see the spirit of cricket on show as well from Hashmatullah Shahidi going over and checking on the man he inflicted the damage upon. Attar, there must be serious concern though. You talk about Rahim definitely out of the series. We're not sure on Shanto's status off the field right now. Zakir Hassan is on as a sub-fielder. Things kind of play out the way they could. Bangladesh could just have 12 fit players for that third and final ODI on Monday.
Andrew, they need only 11, huh?
Can't tempt you out of retirement, Attar, can I? I believe you played here internationally, didn't you?
Told you Mushi was a good choice as a sub. 1-1 for 2.
No, perfect. 111 for 2. Afghanistan in the chase. A partnership developing 44 of 66 between Rehmat Shah and Hashmatullah Shahidi. 142 to win from 138. Two experienced campaigners together. Just a single. How do you see the game developing from here onwards?
Well, it's very interesting. One news we earlier heard was that there is no due, so that is an advantage to Bangladesh. But I believe it's also very important to keep wicket. 42 runs partnership ticking along nicely. Yes, they have taken 67 delivery in the process, but I believe from the Afghanistan viewpoint, do not give away any wicket, particularly until the over 35. And then with the kind of cricket Muhammad Nabi, Asmatullah Omarzai, Gulbadin Naib can play alongside Rashid Khan and even Nangyal Kharote, you will fancy chasing anything around 7 runs and over.
Looking at how the two batters batting at the moment, the focus should be on Rehmat Shah to take singles and PD strike to rather for Hashmat to take singles and PD strike to Rehmat Shah, because he's stroking the ball fluently than Hashmat.
Well, Rehmat Shah indeed holds the key I earlier mentioned, but it's also Hashmatullah Shahidi, who now has been there for a pretty much longer period of time. He's faced 35 deliveries. He hasn't been able to rotate the strike, have to say. The fielders inside the circle closing in on him, not allowing him the freedom to be able to open his arm. You'll think that maybe if this pressure will play into his mind and he may just give away his wicket. We already saw he survived a chance when he was on 9 and then another one when he's on about 17 or 15.
It's a difficult surface. It's certainly a challenge for a batter to find that fluidity in their stroke making. That's why it's important to find areas from where they collect single and twos. Coming down the pitch, trying to work the ball away on the onside. Dot to finish the 28th over. It's 112 for 2. Afghanistan need another 141 to win from 132 deliveries. Rehmat Shah will hold the key, also the quality of batters to follow. Afghanistan would feel that if they can go about the gradual acceleration, if not boundaries, singles and twos, or converting 1 into 2, things can change. It's about developing the momentum.
That's a very important point, that you stay out there in the middle. It's famously say, take the game deep, trust in your skills and believe in your teammates. Give them a solid platform. But this has been one particular area that Rehmat Shah has had issues with when it comes to batting against Bangladesh, in particular with the left arm. Shariful Mustafiz bowling from the angle that they create and bowling on the 4th stump. Zia and Minhaj out there enjoying themselves. Well, they believe this can be chased because you don't see any tension on their faces, do you?
Well, they know the conditions. Well played, Rehmat Shah. Tremendous application.
Well, 30th 50 for Rehmat Shah to go with his 500s, third against Bangladesh. What an innings of substance this has been. Of 74 deliveries, bringing up his 50 with a beautifully looking 4. Not a good sign for Bangladesh. They wouldn't like it, the fact that a player of the caliber of Rehmat Shah finding his feet. He hasn't hit 100 in some time. If this is the day, it will take the game away from Bangladesh.
Amazing adjustment. Coming down the pitch, shot outside the off stump. He deserves the standing ovation from his teammates. Good, determined half century from Rahmat Shah. 5 fours in this innings, his strike rate 68, but these have been difficult conditions to negotiate. First, dealing with the threat of swing bowling, then quality spinners along the way. Good bouncer.
That's been given as a wide. Now, Bangladesh are sticking to their plan. They know what the weak areas of these particular batters are to try and target. We know that they have got Ashmatullah Shahidi out a few times to the short pitch delivery, and Rahmat Shah for the one going outside the off stump. It's good to see that game awareness, understanding 6 runs have come off the over. What has happened in the past is the past already, playing according to the condition.
Straight to the fielder. One more thing, all the fast bowlers going for runs today. The spinners have been mighty effective, and looking at the options available in the bowling department for Bangladesh, a lot of bowling to be done by the fast bowlers, and that's where Afghanistan will fancy their chances of chasing this target down. So absorbing the pressure well. And still plenty of batters to come. Smartness. Eventful over already this from Mustafizur. Azmatullah Omarzai comes to the crease. A talented all-rounder who has made telling contribution to Afghanistan cricket of late. Who can forget that century against Sri Lanka in the chase, his innings against South Africa at Ahmedabad in the ICC ODI World Cup. An all-rounder who can shape the fortunes of Afghanistan cricket for better. Singles won't be a problem for Rahmat Shah. He just spent a lot of time on this pitch, getting another classy half century. Everything was going well for Afghanistan. Then Hashmat receives a short ball. Was never in control of the stroke, taking his eyes off. A fine catch taken by Shariful on the boundary.
That is a very well-directed short ball onto his body. Didn't give him the chance to open his arms. Brilliant ball that is.
Two slips in position. Whoa! Nicely ball is turning the ball, is gripping the ball from the surface. It's gripping, it's turning. He's taken 2 wickets as well. Gulbuddin Naib comes to the crease. Loads of experience. 85 one-day internationals for him. Yeah! Hits him on the pad. Was it off the bat or not? They're pleading with the umpire. He is totally unmoved. Will they go for the review? Was there an inside edge?
Yeah, I think Mahmudullah was already indicating that there was an edge. Have they asked for the review? Oh, Mehdi Hasan Miraj, who's standing in as a captain, has asked for the review.
TV umpire's a director. We have a player review for LBW. The original decision is not out. I've checked the bowler's feet and it's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on, please, when ready? Ball's close to the bat. Can we go to all trace, please, when ready? Yeah, clear gap between bat and ball. Go to ball tracking when ready, please. Pitching in line, impact in line, and wickets missing. Hassan, you can stay with your original decision of not out. Your on-screen signal now.
Missing the leg stump. Good decision by the on-field umpire.
Well, the umpiring spot on. They've been really, really good out there. Mehdi Hasan Miraj taking the review. Mahmudullah was saying that it is not, probably indicating that it's going down the leg side. I earlier thought that maybe he was talking about it.
For 5. Shah Cricket Stadium is hosting Afghanistan versus Bangladesh Series 3 one-day international matches here into the second game. In the chase, Afghanistan tottering along at 119 for 5. Wickets in clusters.
Yeah, it's been the story. Afghanistan batting lineup falling apart. 118 for 3, 119 for 4, 119 for 5. Something has to do with this number. Ahmad Shah cannot believe it. Both of them running towards 1 out. Gulbadin reaching first, running the marathon. And Jaqir Ali on debut, good presence of mind, throwing it safely into the hands of Nasu Ahmed. And the set batter Ahmad Shah has been sent back. That is a big blow for Afghanistan. In comes Mohammad Nabi Isakhil at number 7. What a wonderful first game he had. Scored a brilliant 84, striking above 100. Can he repeat the same into the second ODI? 166 match to him. Haven't scored more than 3,500 runs. The second lead scorer for Afghanistan.
2 slips in position. Men on the boundary on the offside at sweep the cover. Deep square. Mid on, up in the circle. Two for 18 already. Brilliant over this, exercising control and making sure that they keep the lid on the opponent. 30 overs gone, 119 for 5 Afghanistan. .39 from the blade of Atal, setting the tone early on with batting hand. Brilliant half century from Rahman Shah, 52 of 76. He's out, unfortunately. Run out. 134 to win from 120. Ravi comes to the crease and works the ball away on the onside to take a single. He's in good form with bat in hand, knows the conditions really well. Scoring half century in the previous game, 84.
Yeah, absolute disaster out there. Calling the single, Gulbadin Naib, then running back and winning the marathon. I have to make it first, says Gulbadin Naib. Well, Rahmat Shah actually also just continuing with the run, not turning back. But a disappointment for him. He's got his form. He promised to stay at the crease when I met him the other night and said why he has been getting out, and he said no, this time around he would stay there, and he did until there was a run out. There's one way of getting out, a run out.
Widest slip in position. He's trying to bring the ball back into the right hander around the leg stump. Gulbadin yet to open his account. Nabi 1.
You see, in the context of the game now, the required